Hey guys, happy Wednesday. So, there were no questions in the group at the point of me starting this live. So, if you have any questions, comment them below. If you're on the replay, if you're here watching me live, tell me a quick hello. It's nice to see who is watching. Okay, so I wanted to cover why manual pinning is so hard and how you can simplify it a little bit better. Okay, one of the reasons I love manual pinning so much is because it's really actually easy to do, and I don't have to learn a whole new platform like Tailwind because I tried that. And then after finally getting the hang of it and everything just dropped. Traffic, views, everything just gone. So I'm like, well, I'm not going to pay for this platform that isn't even helping me grow my business, right? So I dove into manual pinning and it works. And so this is what I'm here to teach you about it. So first off, why manual pinning actually doesn't really work or why it is so hard other than being time consuming. So the very first one is you are told that you have to be on the platform 3 to 4 times a day, right? That is old stuff. You don't have to. They used to about 2, 3 years ago. They were really pushing being on the platform, looking like you are on the platform 3, 4, 5, even like 6 times a day. And that is actually surprisingly where Tailwind really started to pop up because Tailwind made it look like you were on the platform all day long when you really weren't on the platform because it's a scheduling tool. So, one is you don't have to be on the platform that many times a day. You can be on the platform once a day and be just fine. Hey, how am I going to Shohana. Did I pronounce that right? Shohana? I think so. Maybe. Thanks for popping on. Let me know what questions you have as I go through the video and I'll answer them, okay? So, one, you really don't need to be on the platform that many times a day, just once a day. And I get on it once a day for 10 minutes. Sometimes it's only 5 minutes. And if it's a really stressful, crazy, busy week, then 3 minutes. But you don't need to be on that many times, okay? That is, and even Pinterest has come this past year to say, no, you don't need to do that. That's not very important anymore. But it had been the big theme for years and years on years. Okay. The second reason why manual pinning is hard to do is you're told that you need to do like 50 to 100 pins a day, right? This again started way back when, and this is why Tailwind popped up as well, because it made it easy for you to pin all of these pins throughout the day and up to like 100 pins. Pinterest specifically came out this spring this year and said no. The number of pins you pin a day does not make a difference. And from what I've heard, I've never specifically confirmed it because I'm not on the Tailwind and I didn't talk to a lot of people, but reading through a lot of the Pinterest groups, a lot of people who were on Tailwind was actually limiting them, saying they couldn't even pin more than 50 pins a day. So Pinterest came out and said, no, you don't need to be doing that many pins a day. But not only that, but Tailwind is limiting now as a user, depending on how big your account is and how small it is, how many pins you can actually schedule a day. So know that you do not need to be on 5,200 pins a day. If average, mine's maybe about 20 pins a day, I think is what I look at. The analytics is what it says I do, but it's not about the number, it's about the quality of pins, okay? The number three reason why manual pinning is so hard to do is you're told you need to pin 80% of others' pins and 20% in your pin, right? Super easy math. Well, that is right. That is exactly the math that you want to do. So, how do you go about doing this? Well, I dig into it deeper into my Pinterest Organic Growth Academy because it takes many modules to get it all set up. Not to learn how to do, but to get it all set up in the order so that you can implement 10-minute a day pinning. But the way I do it is I start on Pinterest by pinning 2 to 4 of my pins. And then I go through my home feed, my search feed, and I just pin others' pins. So if I'm setting my timer for 10 minutes, then I'm going to pin for my pins, find 2 to 4 pins. It's about 2 minutes worth. And then the rest of the time I'm going to spend on the platform. If you pin too many of your pins, you will get marked as spam. Okay, unless you've been on the platform since it like started and you have all kinds of content. But most people, like 90% of the population, can't get away with that. You need to be pinning about 80% of others' pins and 20% yours. So if you really want an easy way to do it, say, okay, I'm going to pin 20 pins today. So I'm going to find 16 pins from somebody else, and I'm going to pin 4 of my pins. I used to count pins and I used to do that, and now I've done that for so long that I don't have to count, and it's kind of gets in the groove. And so this is what I teach you in the academy so that you can get in the groove way easier and quicker. But overall, yes, 80 others, 20 yours, but it doesn't have to be the exact ratio. You just don't want to be pinning all of your pins all the time, okay? Number 4, why manual pinning might be hard is you've been using Tailwind for so long and you don't even know how to start manual pinning. So I'm not going to bash Tailwind. I really don't like Tailwind, and I don't recommend Tailwind, and I don't teach you anything about Tailwind in any of my training because I don't use it. You can have success without Tailwind, but many of my clients are a little bit afraid to take that jump completely off Tailwind. So they start incorporating manual pinning with their Tailwind. So if you are just too scared because you've been using Tailwind for too long, or you've been using a VA for so long, but you don't want to keep paying that VA or something or another, manual pinning is actually super easy to jump into. You just need to have a strategic game plan in place. And I'm going to cover the goals about that after number 5. Okay, so it's okay to jump the Tailwind bandwagon if you want to completely, or you can spend less time on Tailwind, more time manual pinning until you feel comfortable manual pinning, and then completely hop off Tailwind, okay? And then number 5 is you are just plain overwhelmed with what it is. Like, what is manual pinning? You know, it's more than just pinning and adding repins and that, but like, what exactly is the strategy behind it? Because is there even a strategy behind it? And there is. The only reason why manual pinning works for so many people is because they know the strategy behind it. And the strategy behind it comes from Pinterest. Pinterest has goals of what they want us as a business to do and be on their platform. So when you're pinning, your manual pinning strategy follows the goals that Pinterest wants, they're going to boost you. They're going to boost your pins. They're going to boost your profile, and everything's just going to go up. Okay. So hang on. So the very first goal is they want a team player. They don't want you to hog it all. They don't want you to take it all over. They don't want you to be all about you. Okay. And this is why you'll be marked as spam if you only do your pins, or mostly your pins. Okay. So they want a team player. They want you to share other people's pins on the platform. Now, I'm not saying go on the platform and just repin anything and everything. I'm saying you strategically repin pins which are going to help your client. Okay, so you want to be a team player on Pinterest, and to do that is repinning other people's pins that are already on the platform. You're helping other businesses. You're helping clients. You're helping Pinterest to know which pins are good because you have repinned others. Sorry, some chat just popped up on Facebook and it is distracting me. I'm on Facebook so I can see the questions in the group because StreamYard doesn't show me them good. Okay, sorry. The second goal that Pinterest wants is they want more ideas. They love you as a business owner, as an entrepreneur, as a contributor, because you give more ideas to the platform. You give more pins, you give more blog posts, you give more videos, you give Pinterest users, you open up the whole world to them with all of the ideas that you have. So they love you. They want you to be on Pinterest. They really, really do. And they have this platform to help you to get more traffic. So as you do the first goal and you're a team player, the second goal is to add fresh content. So you want to add new pins to your you want to add new pins to Pinterest to give them more ideas to use to expand to everyone else. Okay, so that's the second thing Pinterest wants. And then the third goal of Pinterest is they want you to use the platform. So I'm not talking about, sorry, I am talking about, okay, so using the platform isn't just repinning other people's pins. It's about actually using the platform. And using the platform as a user. Most users hop onto Pinterest and they don't just go through their home feed. That's what they do with Facebook or Instagram. They look for social media. But since Pinterest isn't social media, they hop on Pinterest with a specific reason. I've got dinner tonight and I have all this chicken in my freezer. Chicken recipes, chicken dinner recipes, or I have family coming into town and I need to mass cook some meals. So freezer cooking meal ideas. So they hop onto Pinterest with a question they need solved. Pinterest wants you to use their platform as a user. They want you to hop on Pinterest and ask a question and help solve that question. So when you take that along the line as a business owner, I teach entrepreneurs how to use Pinterest to save time and to get consistent traffic, right? So I am going to hop on Pinterest and I'm going to search for Pinterest strategy tips and I'm going to repin those. I'm going to search for entrepreneur tips and I'm going to search and pin those. So I am doing the third goal for Pinterest is using the platform. I'm actually searching for things and pinning things that are going to help me and help others. Okay. So let me know what questions you have about that. If you guys want to know more about my Pinterest Academy, let me know. I'm relaunching it next month. So there's still a little bit of tweaks and stuff that I get in. I've made a few changes from the online classes that I've launched. So let me know if you have any questions about that. But manual pinning doesn't have to be hard and it doesn't have to be time consuming. You know your strategy, you line it up, you get it in place, and then you set your timer for 5 or 10 minutes and you just do what you do. When repinning, do I only repin things related to my business? Yes. The reason why is you don't want your board to be covered with pins that are not helpful to your target client. It confuses Pinterest and they don't know who you serve. So when you create your Pinterest profile, and I think you did the Pinterest, my online class, the free one for now, the business one, and let's say it's health and wellness. So let's say all of your boards are related to fitness or healthy recipes, water, and that type of thing, right? You don't want to be pinning do-it-yourself crafts or do-it-yourself house projects because that's not your target client. If you are searching for that and you're repinning that, Pinterest is going to be like, her profile is all about health and fitness and wellness, but yet she's searching this do-it-yourself stuff. I don't really understand and it gets confused. So when you repin, you only want to repin pins which are related to your profile. Those are big pain points that your client has, okay? Let me know if that answered your question or not. And I don't even know if I'm saying the name, Shahana. I'm not going to get it. Okay. So any more questions popping on, let me know if you're on the replay and I will gladly answer them. I'm going to wait a few more seconds because there's about a 1 minute delay with what actually goes and what doesn't go. Let me see if it's up here. Okay. Okay, I'm hoping I answered that question. Oh, yes, awesome, perfect. Okay, I will chat with you guys next week. Let me know what questions you have in between them. If you have, any questions, post them in the group and I will gladly answer them to you. Shay, okay, I can do Shay. That's perfect. Okay, we'll chat with you guys later. Thanks.